Jay, there's something wrong with your mic.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hopping in the chat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I can hear you.
Xbox has no fucking games. 1, 2.
I heard that clearly.
What's going on, bro? Hey, what did I tell you about today? What did I tell you and everybody else about?
Last of Us 2.
No, but we got that grain of salt. The grain of salt ended up not being a grain of salt. This is 2 days, 2 Wednesdays back to back. Last Wednesday you had the preview for Ratchet and Clank. This Wednesday you have the preview for Deathloop. There is a pattern. Wednesday. Don't know what's gonna happen next Wednesday, but next Wednesday is the last Wednesday of May. We got The Last of Us 60 frames per second, which also proves that, yes, Guerrilla Games can produce a 60 frames per second update if they wanted to. It's still not late. It's really up to them. Everybody else is doing it. So let's break into the news real quick. I appreciate the 54 people already being here with no notification sent on Twitter, no notification sent on Facebook, no notification sent even on fucking YouTube in the comment section. Sorry, in the community section. So, what are we going to break into first? Because we got the Summer Games Fest going on, which I'm more excited about than E3 because a lot of partners are going to be there. And that's kind of like the divorce type of situation. You know, Jeff Keighley broke with E3. Sony broke with E3. So who gets the rest of the developers and studios to produce memorable announcements at a June event? Does PlayStation have a June event? Do they just skip the festivities altogether and allow this person to do this and this person to do that? Again, we still don't know. I don't think PlayStation intentionally wants to make everybody else look dumb. And that would happen if they announced their event. Because if they announced their event, they would drain all the oxygen from out of the room and everybody would only be focused on PlayStation. So PlayStation is a good guy for not doing that. However, it seems like giving Last of Us Part 2 the 60 frames per second update on the backs of Days Gone going to PC was a strategic move. I see it as nothing else but a strategic move. My boy Adam Moore and True Woody was talking off air yesterday when I was going to work or already at work. We were talking about the prospects of, not making it look good. The messaging is bad. What do you think, True Woody? Do you think they fixed the problem? Because obviously they dropped some shit on us. They didn't fix the problem, but you think it's a good distraction? Because, that's the one thing. We already knew The Last of Us is probably one of the best looking games. Now we have the 60 frames per second patch for free.
Yeah, it is a good distraction. But will it fix the problem? No. But I have a theory.
Hold on. Big news. My boy Caleb Kaiser in this fucking building. He said, did you see the Celine Sackboy costume heading to Little Big Planet on May 26th?
Wait, really?
Yes, I didn't see
Oh,
that. So I'm about to hop.
nice.
Okay, so today is one of those fucking days where Sony was like, yeah, we just saw what y'all said about us with Ratchet and Clank. We saw what you said about Days Gone. We can't fix it now, but what we will do is give you so much shit that you will forget about it. Obviously, me and True Witty is not going to forget about it. I'm kind of like an elephant when it comes to this gaming shit. I don't forget about a lot of shit. But it is really important to understand this is what's going on. It's good to have people outside of the fanboy spectrum. It's good to have people outside of the sheep spectrum that just goes with the grain. Me and who I get in a fight with on Twitter last night? I think it was me and Hard8. Yeah, I think it was me and Hard8 got in a little back and forth about Days Gone. And I'm like, bro, a real gamer is going to play a great game day one. You ain't going to wait to clout chase on the game playing better somewhere else to say that, oh, now I want to play the game or now I want to talk about the game. You're going to talk about that game when that shit's out, because when it's out, you know it's great. And when you know it's great, you're a fucking gamer. Especially when you don't have to wait for a fucking review. Especially when you don't have to wait for your boys to fucking tell you, oh, yeah, this shit fire. No. Gamers like myself know something special. I was the same way with Returnal. I've been on Returnal since fucking day one. And I knew about the studio since before anybody paid attention to him. Since anybody could even say the name House Marquee. So it's a big difference, like I told him on Twitter. It's a big difference between a gamer and a clout chaser. I understand. Clout chasing will get you views. Clout chasing will get you subscribers. Clout chasing will get people to like your Twitter posts. But I know that there's too much confusion when it comes to clout chasing. I'd rather just be fucking honest. I want people to be as educated as I am. That is my goal. That has always been my goal on YouTube. Having a shitload of subscribers isn't going to change it. Because a little bit of subscribers can spread that positive, factual news to other people and get the job done. Sometimes I don't even need fucking credit. I see people using the list that I made on Twitter, and I don't need fucking credit. You guys are doing a good job. Because that list was created by me to shut idiots up. I didn't have a title for today because news kept pouring out. I worked hard last night. Oh shit, I gotta give y'all I gotta give you guys like a step into my life now because it's gonna affect YouTube. So let me get started. My great grandmother, which I believe was around 94 or 95, passed away last Wednesday. So
Oh shit.
I didn't know. My mom had, got me some shoes or shirts and dropped it off on Sunday, but she didn't tell me. We were on the phone like 2 times. She didn't tell me. And my sisters were blowing up, what is it, the Google video messenger. They kept blowing it up, and they always blowing it up because either they're talking amongst themselves or talking to my mom. That's how we communicate during COVID. So I felt that they were blowing it up a little bit too much, so I answered it. Most of the time I do ignore it because I'm either gaming or on the way to work or whatever. So I picked it up, and my sister told me the news, and I think I got to talk to her today. So she told me the news. The great grandma passed away, and I obviously expected to be at the funeral. So the funeral is next Friday. So next Friday I won't be reachable. I'll be at the funeral. Don't know how that's gonna affect me. The last funeral I went to was my grandmother, which was her daughter. And that was PS3 generation. So she lived a nice long life. She wasn't infected by COVID. She died of just old age. And so I'm gonna see family, and it's gonna fuck with my emotions and shit. But I'm alright right now. It's always like you're cool sometimes before, at least it was with my grandmother when she passed away, but it was kind of afterwards. I wasn't close to my great grandmother, but I have some memories when I moved back into the area many, many years ago. So, yeah, I'll be at a funeral next Friday. Won't be reachable. No podcast next Friday.
I
Obviously,
don't expect that.
yeah, that's diving into the holiday weekend. So I'll probably make up anything that I didn't do on Friday for Monday. obviously the Sunday show should be going on as planned. I don't know what to say about Saturday, so we'll see how that goes. Um, she is gonna be laid to rest beside my grandmother and the rest of the family that's up there. That has graves up there, so that's gonna be nice. That's sweet. So that's just a little peek into the life of JTech. Um, so yeah, let's move on.
Sorry to
Everybody's
hear
here,
all that, though.
huh?
I said sorry to hear all that. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it bummed me the fuck out yesterday. It's just, when you get bad news like that, you can't function. I couldn't even fucking work. I was fucking wandering around and shit. Um, but yeah,
Same shit happened to me.
she was a great woman. She had a big family, just a huge. We have a huge family, so and she lived so long. Mm. Okay, so let's break it down. We got Celine coming to Sackboy, which you know what that means. That's always official shit. If a character gets added to like a Little Big Planet game, especially this early, that's certified that they're gonna promote that fucking franchise. So kind of like the
Yeah,
Horizon Zero
there
Dawn.
might be a new one. There might be a
Exactly.
new one.
Might
Yep.
be a new one, or it might just be like, hey, okay, this is franchise. We might not make another one, but we're gonna piggyback off of this. We're gonna keep like they said, they're gonna add content to it. They got a new patch coming out tomorrow, supposed to do some shit. So again, hats off to House Marquee, doing a great job producing a great game. We will be testing out the patch for The Last of Us on air. I think it's available now. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm playing it right now.
it's just when you hear PC fans talking about Days Gone and the frame rate they're playing, and then Sony, like we were talking about, PlayStation has things in effect, and I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. I'm gonna do the shout outs in a little bit, but Sony has a way of dropping shit, or like I was telling you, and I was also telling a roundtable when I was there, they have shit right, and they're gonna decide when to drop it. But don't think that they don't have anything. They have stuff. It's just very strategic when they want to drop it. Let's put it this way, and this might blow your mind. They might have so many updates, games, announcements, acquisitions. They might have so much stuff that they can put things on certain days all the way up to E3 and beyond. That's a crazy thought, that they have so much stuff for us that it will last throughout the year. Not just game releases, but game announcements, updates to games, firmwares, updates to technology like the SSD update, giving us more insight into the Discord thing, probably betas, showing us what the VR headset looks like or how it's going to perform, what games might be there as a teaser. I mean, there's just so much. We're getting into June, people, and they doing a real good job in May. Like a superb job. They're talking more than Xbox and Nintendo combined. Like, every day is fucking Christmas for a PlayStation gamer. So let's get to the shout outs. Predman, Dez, Cyber Dragon, Black Lava Games, Ice Queen Gaming, Stardust, Cedric, Crumpet Man. Who else we got? James Williams is in here. I Evans is in here. 40. Delvin Woods is in here. Nick is always in here. Big shout out to Nick. Always been support for a long time. Caleb Kaiser left that $5 super chat that gave us a little bit more information that we did not already know. Nick Hill is here. Cooper Clips is here. Vegan VR King is here. Spartan God is here. He'll probably be jumping in a little bit. Big shout out to everybody that's here. As you guys already know, I gave the update that Falconeer, which was a launch exclusive, the only exclusive for the Xbox One, even though that game was also, Xbox Series X, even though that game was also available on PC, that game is now coming to what I believe PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. They only lashed themselves onto it because it was the only game they had. It didn't mean it was good. Obviously, we saw the Metacritic score, and we saw them not play it, so we know it was bad. But the Game Pass contract is out. The exclusivity contract is out. Now the game's available to go everywhere. Ascent that we just saw yesterday coming to Xbox Game Pass, July 29th. That game is also timed exclusive. So, what was weird about that though, bro? You know these games on Game Pass are still available to buy? I know that I should have already known what is already known, but it was such a shock to me that, obviously a game I'm interested in whenever it comes over, it's available to Game Pass, but they're advertising the pre-order in the same fucking page. And I'm like, why would you spend money to pre-order a game that they're advertising that's available for free with the subscription of Game Pass? I don't know. Delvon Woods, you put your hand up, bro. You got a question? You guys know that's the way to get my fucking attention. Either super chats or emojis with the hands up. Whoa. My boy Plus Ultra in the fucking building. What's going on, man? Haven't saw you in a while. Yeah, I mean, everybody got to go sometime, but it's always amazing when somebody can fully live through their life. 90 plus years, that's a good life. You survived through COVID. COVID's almost out of the way, and she survived. And it's just, from what I heard, my great aunt had passed away before my great grandmother. So my great aunt that I didn't know, because I have a big family, and I'm kind of secluded to a small section of the family, specifically because, I wasn't always, with my family. As you guys know, I was in foster care many, many years. So when I did reach out and find my family, I'm still trying to get to know certain people, but it's never enough time to get out there and know people, and things happen, and just, I wish it was more time. I wish I could go out and talk to people and stuff in COVID. And we had plans to, have like family get-togethers and stuff. But, I'll be exchanging contact information with, family members I haven't saw in a while. So that should be dope. Get to see, people have kids, or how old people have gotten, stuff like that. It should be fun. I mean, not fun, but, it should be nice to see them. Let's see what we got. DJ D, $5 super chat. The Last of Us Part 2 breaking news. Thank you, Arnold, man. Thank you so much. I still need to learn how to pronounce your first name, if that's what you want me to call you. It's just, when it comes to the news flow, it's just what I don't want to say that, but I want to say it's way too much, but it's really not. Okay, we got a confirmation as of 58 minutes ago. It seems like Digital Foundry is already on it when it comes to the 60 frames per second. The little preview clip that they're talking about, when they show it, it doesn't show that it dips at all. It seems like that motherfucker's just a straightforward 60. We're going to go look at the Digital Foundry video, and we're going to do some more stuff. But all I got to say right now is it is just fucking crazy. Just so much fucking shit. The Summer Games Fest, I did get the update that we're getting an update for Returnal tomorrow. So that was included today with the news. The Last of Us Part 2 60 frames per second update is big news. On the backs of Days Gone going over to PC. I mean, that's a strategic fucking move, True Witty.
What?
That's a strategic move. Days Gone goes to PC. Obviously, we know it's going to play better, but we get the superior infected game, or quote-unquote zombie game, which would be Last of Us, which is at 60 frames.
Yeah, I know.
It's strategic. It's not going to fix what we know is wrong with the messaging, but it is
I
a
have a feeling. I have a
strategic move.
feeling why. I have a feeling why
Now,
they're doing
my
it too, and
question is,
I
I'm gonna
believe.
ask you a counter question. Why hasn't Horizon been updated? Everybody else went.
I'm talking about them going to PC. I have a feeling I know why they're doing it too.
Tell me.
Well, I believe it's because of China. Because guess what?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
China
we talked about
Steam
this.
is a lot bigger than US Steam, but they're not integrated. What I mean by they're not integrated is that if you get the sales report of anything on Steam in the US, you don't get it's not the same as China's. So we may only be seeing what they're selling over here, but they may be selling gangbusters over there.
Let me tell you this, right? When they gave us the number for Horizon reaching 10 million,
Yep.
do you
Yeah,
think
I
that
know. I
hold on,
know. I'm
do you think that was included only for the United States or the whole world? That's the
not.
whole
No,
world.
for the whole world. For the whole world.
Okay,
For the
so
whole
if
world.
they selling gangbusters in China, you get a what do
Yeah,
you get? You
they
get
would
a
have they would have
brand
showed
new
it.
number. And when you get that brand new number, what does that do? That makes you fucking happy. Why? Because you're making money, right? So, like I
Yep.
said yesterday when we were off air, there's still no reason not to disclose the sales number. If you selling gangbusters copies of Horizon Zero Dawn, Death Stranding, and now Days Gone on the China Steam store, that makes you happy enough to disclose that information. However,
I,
Horizon has never been updated with how many copies they have sold since they reached 10 million on one platform. Death
Neither
Stranding
Death
never got a
Stranding.
sales
I
update
know.
ever, and Days Gone never got a sales update ever.
Well, to be honest, you just got it. I
Huh?
thought they'll even give, but then I don't think they will
So
anyway.
we got 2 out of 1. Sorry, we got 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 of those games never got a sales update and probably never will. Because I made a picture. It's not why, but I'm gonna let y'all know. About 18,000 people on Steam are playing Days Gone as of yesterday, and they claim that was a high point. Over 120
Wait,
million.
wait, 18,000 people is a high point?
Yes, the Steam gamers or the PC gamers said that that was a high point. They
How is
said
that a
that
high?
18,000 people all at the same time
I'm
playing
sorry.
Days Gone is a high
I'm
point.
sorry. I had to pause my game, bro. 18,000 people is a high point
I mean,
for
that's what the,
for a platform that has over 200 million players.
exactly. And that's why I made the picture, and I will be posting it in the red alerts on the Discord
Okay,
because I think it's
okay. I
really
take my statement
important.
back.
I think it's
I
really
take my
important for
statement back.
everybody to look at this image and see what the fuck is going on. So I'll just go share the screen.
It was only a theory. It was only a theory.
It's a
It was on
theory, but it ain't fucking. It's
it's
not.
just my mind trying to rationalize it. That's what it is. Just bro, it just makes no sense to me. But it's my mind trying to rationalize it, trying to figure out why they're doing it. But I don't get it. I still don't get it. That's all it is. My mind trying to rationalize the whole situation. But I still don't understand it, honestly.
Well, sadly, pushed the wrong. I think I pushed the wrong button when I started this shit. It's something integrate. I have to do integrate in order to get here. Oh no, I didn't. This stupid ass app had a fucking update. Okay. Well, look, I won't be sharing the screen, but I'll go post a picture and hold the phone. Let me post that picture. Yeah, so the high point was 18,234. Now, this is
I swear I thought you were
there's a
gonna say 18
but
million.
hold on. It gets much better because there's a pattern here. So there are over 120 million monthly active users, right? 62.6 million people use Steam on a daily
Oh,
basis.
hold on.
Okay, and this was as April 13th, 2021. So this was just last month when we got a new Steam number. The pattern is there's almost or might even be 120 million PS4s sold worldwide. And if I was to search up the active users on PlayStation Network, it might be equal to that 120, or it might be equal to over that 62.6 million people that use Steam on a daily basis. Basically, PlayStation's up there with PC because PC's biggest storefront or service is Steam. So maybe PlayStation's looking at those active users, but as we know in debates and arguments with the PC community, you probably shouldn't look at those active users because having over 120 million active users and you only got 18,000 people playing Days Gone on the first day and you said that's a high point?
Well, hold on. Who said it was a hyper? Was
The
it
PC,
was it Steam
the
or was it
PC
PlayStation?
fanboys. No one said it of status. Let me be 100% clear.
Bad.
No one of status said that was high, except for the PC community, because it was high.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
It actually is high to them, because nobody else is going to play it. It's going to drop below 18 million. Hello?
I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm hearing you. That is not. I don't know why.
Okay, let's get back to it. Let me go add the cover picture. We're going to have to do pictures today because, like I said, I can't actually share my screen today because, computers, shit like that. Let's see what we got.
Computers suck.
Well, I mean, maybe we'll have a better way of doing this. Because, see, we can overlap this one because it's a different way. So let's go do it this way, right? So we can put the cover over here. There we go. Okay, so this is what we got, right? And I speak facts. You guys know that, right? I'm not a big fan. What happened? I'm looking at the chat. I believe Rockstar is going to be a bunch of a-holes and make us buy Grand Theft Auto 5 again. It's not they're going to. It is. It is happening. You're going to have to buy the game again. You're not getting an update. This is what I was talking about with people, right? I know I'm straying off of the topic. Horizon will be, like, Guerrilla will be stupid to release a remaster with the update that we know they can give. People used to group up Naughty Dog with Guerrilla as far as the last two holdouts that haven't updated their game for the PS5. Last of Us is a bigger game than Horizon. I used to hear people on the PlayStation side say, oh, well, maybe, and none of you guys, just people on Twitter that claim to be PlayStation fans. Oh, well, it's just such a big game. Give them time. They're working on a sequel. They're doing this. They're doing that. It's not really that difficult. Like, putting a game that was made for consoles on PC is more difficult.
Bro,
especially when you're remastering the game so it runs and plays much better on another platform.
Guerrilla can do it because Naughty Dog is working on 4 games and they did it. Simple.
Oh, thanks, Jay Summers, man. I haven't saw you in a while. What's going on, man? I'm hoping we have a great stream. We're doing real good right now. We got about 90 people. But you guys are looking what's on screen. Obviously, I'm sorry to cut you off, True Woody. We're going to continue what you was about to say. Look at what's on screen. That's what's going on. PC fanboys have been bragging about how many people use Steam, but the number is almost equal to how many people went out to buy a PS4 console. Now, I'm going to go dig up the information for the PlayStation Network active users. It might be equal or more to, or might be a little bit less. But people were bragging about, hey, Days Gone doing good. Look at the peak. Oh my God, look how many people are on right now. 18,000? That's it? And you guys have anywhere between 120 million people or 62.6 million people.
You know, and
you guys only got 18,000?
Sony's not releasing their multiplayer.
Huh?
Actually, I want to know how many people played freaking Predator, because that's a multiplayer game. That should get more than multiple people playing it at the same time.
It doesn't. Don't fuck yourself up on that one. We know that game is bad, and we know people don't play it, so don't even go down that rabbit hole. What's going on, Verge Brizzle? How you doing, man? Yeah, don't go down that rabbit hole. That game's garbage. Yeah, just because a garbage game is on multiple platforms does not mean it's gonna do good. Shit, the logic of games going to multiple platforms meaning it's gonna sell good doesn't fucking matter. Horizon did 10 million, right? It did 10 million on one console. Can't it do 10 million on a platform that has over 120 million users? I would think so. But shit, we haven't even got the update for 1 million. Last time I saw shit happen like this was 8 million fucking years ago with this game called Neo. It was a samurai game called to be the Japanese Dark Souls. And it was really dope. It was a difficult game to play. I know me and Sam played it. I eventually beat the game. I loved it. Love it. It was great, nice game, nice weapons, amazing game. It went to PC about 7 or 8 months after it launched on PlayStation 4. And we never really got an update for the sales until about 2 years later. And we found out the majority of the sales was on PlayStation and only about a couple 100,000 was on PC. So the game eventually did get the 3 million sold, but it struggled because it took a pit stop on PC and they were going to pick up the slack, or people thought they were going to pick up the slack. It decreased the value, and PlayStation gamers didn't want to buy a game that was no longer exclusive. It happens. Exclusivity will make you go out and buy a console. So anybody want to argue with me, look at fucking Mario. So yeah, the game struggled. I think it took about I think it was 3 years. In 3 years, it finally reached 3 million copies sold. No thanks to the PC. And part 2 just went over to PC, but we never got a sales update. We haven't got a sales update for Neo 1 or Neo 2 since we got the Neo 1 sales update of 3 million in 3 years. So, you see what I'm saying? Just because a game goes on multiple platforms does not mean the other platform is going to pick up the slack. It actually means the opposite. And it means that because it's happening. And it happens to this day right now. There are games that used to be on one platform that are going to a new platform. That means it's on 2 platforms and it's not getting double the sales. Because that one platform already got the sales. And when it goes to the new platform, it is looked at as a leftover. It doesn't really matter how many bells and whistles you put on it. You could put widescreen support. You could put unlocked frame rate. You could put 8K. Shit, you could put no loading time. It don't fucking matter. Everybody has had their fun with the game, and it's looked at as an afterthought when it goes to another platform. Basically, you have a pile of shit. I'm not saying any game going to PC is a pile of shit, but I'm using this as an analogy. A pile of shit that you spray with body spray and perfume and all of this other stuff, it's still gonna smell like a pile of shit. That's how the PC community is looking at it. Like, we're not really getting anything special. We can go on the internet and brag about it and try to make you guys feel bad about playing and supporting the game before we did. But in reality, we're not even gonna touch it. Again, it does not mean any of the games going to PC from PlayStation are shit because they go to PC. I'm just saying they know it's the same game. They weren't willing to buy a console to play, so why would they buy the game? Just because you say something on the internet does not mean you're going to actually do it. We know how that shit is. Motherfuckers dress up like furries and anime girls profile pictures on the internet, but they don't look shit like that. Anybody can lie on the internet. People lie about me all the fucking time on the internet because I'm never gonna see them. So when you hear PC fans sit up there and say you want that, they want the developer to make more money, they want it's gonna sell more copies, it's on more platform. This is the logic they're using, and it's not true. So 120 million Steam users and only 18,000 people were playing it when it first came out, and it started to dip. Like, that's the best y'all can do. That shit's fucking sad, man. That's just really, really sad. So, I don't know what you was getting to, but I mean, I get your point, but shit, if it was selling boatloads on China, we would got sales report. I'm telling you, bro. That's what happens when you give a quarterly sales report. That shit's included. It's exclusive still. It's just on PC. It's still a PlayStation exclusive. They still own the rights to the game. So they're still making the money. They're still selling the copies. They have every right to disclose that information. It being on PC isn't going to stop anything. So that means it's not selling good. Because, to be honest, since you're putting so many games over there, you should have a section of the sales report where you cover how many copies is selling or how much money you're making from the PC. But they don't even have that. And don't sit up there and say, oh, they don't got enough games. Shit. They get sales reports for one game that released in a quarter, in a weekend. They were giving us updates for Spider-Man selling 3 million in a weekend. God of War selling 3 million in a weekend. Horizon Zero Dawn selling 2 million in a week or 2 weeks. They give us sales report all the time. All the time. When motherfucking games was selling like hotcakes. They gave us a sales report for Ghost of Tsushima. If a game is selling good, they gotta brag about it. If a game ain't selling good, you gonna look like Xbox, right? You are not gonna talk about the sales. You are not gonna even acknowledge that the game even exists anymore. Again, probably the dumbest thing in the world is them putting games on a platform that's not doing good. That's probably the dumbest thing in the world. Again, bro, I am so ready to see Kid Smooth get his ass beat on Returnal this weekend. I cannot fucking wait.
Who, Kid Smooth?
Oh my god, that's fucking sad. Selma Hayek, she got the damn COVID virus, and it says she almost nearly died.
Oh.
My fucking god.
Who?
Is somebody singing in the background, Truity?
Oh, no, it's Latimer. Sorry. Let me turn it down.
Oh, I'm about to say, I'm like, what? I can't pronounce her name, but she was in a lot of fucking movies. She was the chick in Dusk Till Dawn movie. You know, the stripper chick. Oh god, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, she said she almost died from that shit. Okay, I'm just scrolling through. It's really awesome to see all these fucking games. By the way, a lot of PS5 games are gonna be on the Days of Play sale, so you'll be able to get Demon Souls, Spider-Man, shit like that, Sackboy, at a reduced price. Yeah, my game controller is somewhere. There we go. Okay, let's do a little bit of deep diving on this shit. I'm interested. Okay. So they added NBA to Fortnite. Uptown Wildlands, the crew, I don't know that. And they confirmed the patch. Okay. And like Adam said, it wasn't going to be there this morning. It is still there. Days Gone, available on PC. Announcement is still there. Again, a very pointless announcement. to really smack people in the face to let them know they don't have the best version of the game on the platform that you made the game for. So fucking stupid, right? Okay, update 1.08 is here. Let's go dive into that shit. Possibly it had already downloaded, but we will have to figure that out. Wasn't this the dream everybody had? To play one of the best games in the fucking world in 60 frames? I remember PC fans were trying to say they want this game on their platform so they can play it at 60 frames. I think they should really shut up when it comes to, oh, I don't want to buy a PS5 because I don't want to play that frame rate shit. Because there are so many great games getting up there. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So many great games getting up there. You might not want to fix your lips to say that shit. Update history.
I'm playing at 60 now. It's nice.
Check for update. I guess it didn't install on its own. Well, it's installing now. Let's go take our ass over to YouTube and see what Digital Foundry. Man, today is a good day. It's nice blue skies. You know, other co-worker coming in today, so I can take a little easy. Damn, bro. Like, how does it feel to just not be on PlayStation? I don't know how that shit would feel. I mean, I used to know how it felt when I was a Nintendo fan. I was jealous as shit of my brother. I was. I don't think I've even told you that. I was jealous of my fucking brother. I wasn't jealous of him because he was my brother. He's my older brother. He got a job and he making money. No, this motherfucker had games. Like I said, I told y'all this part. Every fucking Friday, he goes to GameStop and he comes back with at least one or more Japanese RPGs, which I got into RPGs through Nintendo with Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest on the Game Boy Color. And obviously, Zelda, Golden Sun, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I've played a lot of RPGs. Don't worry, I remember all of them. Quest 64 was an RPG too. But I didn't have that much experience because there wasn't that many. But the ones I kept seeing him bring home for the PS2, that shit, it triggered me, man. I was jealous as shit. I was like, man, why does my GameCube or my DS not have games like that? By the way, DS had the worst drought in American fucking history when that shit launched. Oh, that's right. I don't follow Digital Foundry anymore, so I gotta search them up. Every now and then they do something good, but they're not doing something good because they want to. They're doing something good because, it
gets them views.
It gets them views. They don't give two fucks about PlayStation. What's going on, Cedric?
They don't play games.
Cedric and Unknown. Square wasted their time making an Xbox version instead of a Switch version, especially since it's not on Game Pass. I can't get down with a guy who says he's a gamer and then runs with The Last of Us 2 leaks to spoil it for others. Fuck kids move. Oh yeah, I mean, it was a lot of people that tried to do that. And they wanted to hurt the game. Yeah, they wanted to not only hurt the reputation, but they wanted people not to buy the game because it was spoiled for them, and people still went out and supported it. They hated that shit.
Of course we're going to support
Well, listen to this. Hey, I'm sorry for interrupting you 8,000 times, but bro, they gave us the 60 frames per second patch. Remember that theory I had about them giving us an update for the multiplayer? They could drop the multiplayer this year because why not? You're done. You did the last thing we wanted. You gave us the 60 frames per second patch. I think people are going to be amazed that the shit that we find out is coming out this year or planned for next year. Or the shit that we see. We still got to break down Deathloop gameplay also. Man, that's a lot of shit to talk about today. Let's see, fucking bitch. Look.
This video is brought to you by us. Join the Digital
One second.
Supporter program and get access to behind-the-scenes content.
1 second. I gotta find my fucking remote. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. I forgot we don't have my official cover image. which is not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be that one picture that pisses people off. Where is it? Fuck. We'll just use this one. Yeah, I think it'll still have the same impact. There we go. Okay. Here we got.
Boy,
Nice.
I hate planes flying overhead.
You say what?
I
You don't like
hate
planes flying
overhead.
over your head? I don't think anybody likes
Yep.
that.
That shit's annoying.
Should have made it 480p, 12 frames per second. Still would have done much better than on Xbox.
But anything does better on Xbox. Is a console you don't buy games on.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're not gonna look at any of this bullshit them trying to say they do that. Let me see if it is any weird comparisons.
All other settings related to the game's visuals, including the rendering resolution, remain exactly as they were on the PS4 Pro. So that means it's still a 2560 by 1440.
Okay, so the game is basically the same. They just updated the frame rates. Okay, let's see what's up with the frame
But
rates.
it's there. With this in mind, it was the first thing that I decided to try when loading this up on the PS5. The result is promising. Straight away, this area now delivers a completely locked 60 frames per second. We're seeing more than double the performance here, as is often the case with these frame rate updates on the PS5. The entire sequence is now perfectly smooth.
So he's saying that whole sequence is. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. Ain't nobody fucking told me. We got to take the cover image off. Sorry, guys.
This is on PS4 Pro. Scenes which feature a lot of water, such as
That's probably my favorite scene too. Let me just make sure this shit is.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
What the the cover.
PC, PlayStation, Xbox.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're good, right? Okay. So here we go.
this. Could drop
So
a few frames.
he said that he had problems in the scene, but then this scene is basically locked. It's like it dipped like 1 point right there.
But it's there.
But
No, he said no. What he said is that it had problems on the PS4,
yeah,
but
yeah.
on the PS5 there's no issue.
Yeah, there's no issue with the 60.
60 frames per second.
So you see, it's just a straight line. It's just a straight. I mean, unless they find some more issues where it dipped any bit, it did dip. It went under a little bit, but not enough. It's still in the blue. So it might be boring for them because you know they like to find those areas where it's really, really dipping. But
Yep.
just like what happened with Ghost of Tsushima and God of War, they could not find those. They tried hard to, but they couldn't find them.
So they didn't make their video long
Basic-
enough so they can get ad revenue. This is when they talk about random shit so they can get that video time up.
It's completely locked at 60 frames per
I
second.
think that Last of Us might get a
frame time graph is visible.
an interest boost. Basically, whenever a game gets updated, patches, DLC, anything new that happens with a game, people, their interest is much heavier for that game. That means that they want to play it, they want to talk about it, they want to see other people play it or talk about it. 60 frames per second is a big thing, man. I know a lot of people like Last of Us and they wanted 60. A lot of people thought that, hey, we're going to get a remaster for this. That's the only way we're going to get 60. Naughty Dog, like, how you got to doubt them, bro? You know, it was so many other PlayStation studios updating their game for free. Why wouldn't it? I'm starting to believe something Adam said once. I think Horizon will be updated closer to when the game comes out. It will give it an interest boost enough for people to say, oh yeah, I'm playing this at 60. Let me finish it at 60 and let me go to the sequel.
You can see what I mean if you look over on the frame time.
They might do that as an interest boost via their June event. They might announce it on a stage, or they might do it at the Summer Game Show. Who knows when they would do it. Again, there's always some sort of strategy behind updating their game. They will. It's a very strategic nature. Like, okay, you had Deathloop today, but this is much bigger. You're not gonna only last throughout the day as a talking point with just Deathloop. So you have to put something else out there. What else you put? Last of Us, 60 frames per second. That's something that people will talk about throughout the day.
But the other element of performance I'd like to discuss is
really
loading times. Now, this game is
I'm really honoring the individuals that have planned this stuff at PlayStation. Like, they know, hey, we need more than just this. We're going to have 3 things that we're going to put out today, or 4 things. Really smart of them to do.
This can take a long time. In fact, on average, it's
I think they might have a loading update too.
Is somewhat rare in this game. It's pretty long when it happens. So how about the PS5? Well, as always, it's important to understand that when talking about backwards compatible titles, there are limits in place that prevent the PS5 from loading games as quickly. Not only does the game not take advantage of the new APIs on the system, but it seems that there is some sort of limitation in place that reduces the overall throughput. That said, there is still some improvement. In fact, the loading times are basically halved, down to just shy of 45 seconds when loading the same sequence. So it's certainly not short, but it's a lot better than it was in the PS4.
Okay, so they're saying that the loading times for Last of Us are better than the Pro, but not as where you think they should be for a PS5 game, but it's not really a PS5 game.
Well, this is an interesting one. In general, the bump from 30 to 60 is transformative indeed. In its 30 FPS mode, the game has a slightly heavy feel, but with the 60 FPS mode engaged, it's now
that shit makes me smile when I notice that pop in 60. It makes you smile because it is smooth. It's smooth.
You started it?
No, I'm just looking at the gameplay from Digital Foundry.
Adjusted to the higher frame rate. As a result,
yeah, man, I started, but it's really nice.
Here would have been a shutter speed slider in the options menu, perhaps, which would benefit all versions of the game.
Yeah, it completely looks different.
Lovers and haters of motion blur to find a setting that pleases
looks
them.
Completely different.
Still, the boost is certainly welcome overall, and its arrival has enabled me to go back and appreciate what Naughty Dog has accomplished technically. If you recall, the original release period was tumultuous to say the least, and I realize that not everyone enjoys what they were attempting here, but I feel that the core gameplay loop is still a significant step up from the original game, and the technology itself is hugely impressive. This is just a beautiful game. So with this in mind, I wanted to highlight a few scenes from the game which impressed me, but I wasn't able to discuss in the original video.
Okay, blah blah blah. So no dips. Videos just kind of grand pack with, hey, I like this is that, this is that. So actually what you would expect, before we dive into, what time we got? Oh, we're good. We got an hour and 20 minutes. We're going to talk about Deathloop. Actually, if I'm correct, PlayStation should have the video for Deathloop, if I'm not mistaken. They don't. Okay, that's weird. Rustler. Okay, release date announced. The Addams Family Mansion Mayhem. Don't know what the fuck that is. Dark Pictures Anthology. Okay. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Sackboy is gonna have a challenge mode, so to keep people coming back. So it's something I didn't expect from Sackboy. I didn't expect it to be a one and done game because you can play it multiple times, different ways. So that challenge is gonna be from May 1st to May 31st. I have not started the challenge at all. Let me see what this is. This looks like this is one of those PC games. I've saw this developer's logo before. Yeah, this is definitely one of those PC games. A little top down, little building game. So it's basically a medieval version of the classic Grand Theft Auto that was top down. So this is much different than what I thought. I will probably be buying this because I did actually like Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, Chinatown Wars, which was on the Game Boy Advance. It was pretty dope. I'm a big fan of medieval. Fuck it up. I like it. Yeah, it's basically just Grand Theft Auto and medieval. It's a medieval times Grand Theft Auto with the main character looking like Bully. He looked like the dude from Bully. I fucks with this game. Okay. I fucks with it. This should definitely be a day one if it's for the right price. Yep. Okay.
What is it?
It's a game called Rustler. It's a medieval Grand Theft Auto 1 game. So think of Grand Theft Auto 1, which was top down, but it'll be medieval. It has massive 3D elements to it, so it's not exactly like the 2D, but over the top. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. It's called Rustler. It's coming to the PS4 and PS5 this August. Definitely an indie title. Gonna pick that shit up. Okay, now let's move on to Deathloop. Or hold on, let me see what the Xbox idiots are talking about. Starfield confirmed, Xbox exclusive not coming to PS5 one day ago, obviously. Randall Thor posted that last video. They be posting some dumbass shit. Let's see what Call Eastwood posted. Something a day ago. Xbox biggest announcement. I'm guessing that's Starfield. I don't know. They just be putting like all types of weird shit. I tried to do that 2 days in a row, and actually people did click on the video because of the stupid fucking announcements. But, it's sad, man. Click on some fucking clickbait and shit. That's what people like these days, clickbait. Okay, so we had a dealer. He said new Xbox Series X IP games and updates. Starfield only on Xbox. I hope everybody right about that. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know shit about it. I don't care about it. I don't like Bethesda like that. But I just hope everybody really are like they know. I hope they really know what they're talking about. Okay, so we're gonna finally head to this. We're gonna also go to Jeff Keighley's what's the name. So we got the Deathloop Media Blitz today. People posted different Deathloop videos, so that was factual. The last video that they posted for Deathloop on PlayStation side looks like it was about 11 months ago, but it really wasn't. It was a few months ago. Yeah, about 2 months ago for Game Informer. Hold on. That's 11 months ago, and this was 2 months ago. Okay, yeah. So about 2 months ago, we haven't heard about Deathloop for 2 months. It got delayed. Obviously, Ghostwire Tokyo has been delayed as well. Not a big fan of looking at IGN, but we're gonna look at them today.
The concept of a time loop has become synonymous with one thing in video games: the roguelike genre. It's an easy association to make. Loop and free your protagonist, Colt, from eternal torture. In loop game, Deathloop is not a roguelike.
Luckily, no advertisement.
Instead, it's supernatural hitman.
Looking good.
A recent preview event in which
I like the style. Don't get me wrong.
Allowed me to get a better understanding of how Deathloop works.
But
you have one.
I don't like IGN, and the reason why I don't, get this. I put my videos out in 1080p 30 for live streams, right? But when I posted any videos, I made sure they were 4K 60. Well, they posted their video 2 hours ago, and their shit is still 1080p because that's how they wanted to update it. I remember when people were talking about Spider-Man PS4 being a downgrade, specifically because IGN uploaded the video at 1080p, while PlayStation responded with a photo mode trailer being at 4K, showing that Spider-Man PS4 did look amazing. So I think that IGN being as big as they are, they need to really put their videos, all videos should be 4K. Just out of sheer respect for the game. So we won't be going with IGN today for coverage. We will be going with GameSpot since their video was posted 2 hours ago and it is what they're saying right here on YouTube, 4K. So again, both videos posted 2 hours ago and it's just crazy. What is this shit? They always got some MTV shit. Oh my god, look at that pop. See, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's pause this. Let's pause this. Y'all see that? Let me do something real quick. Do y'all see that? I keep track over on the YouTube app. Do y'all see that? Yeah, PlayStation Silent Night. I saw that Paul Mooney passed away this morning. He was really an awesome comedian. It's just, I mean, I always say it, and I'm not saying it in a joking manner, but it's about that time. There's so many legends just passing away. You know, like it's crazy. Hey, True Woody, can you mute your mic real quick, please? Hello?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, can you mute your mic just real quick? I'm hearing people in the background. But yeah, it's a lot of legends passing away and shit, so it's just crazy. Deathloop 2 might be exclusive to Xbox, though. It's looking cool right now. What is Deathloop?
He means Deathloop. He means Deathloop, Jay.
But Deathloop
It's
1 isn't
exclusive to
even.
the PlayStation.
No, but Deathloop 1 isn't even out yet. How are you talking about a sequel? I'm confused. You're talking about Deathloop Part 2, but Part 1 ain't coming out yet. Like, they only doing a preview of the fucking gameplay. I'm confused. What kind of universe do the Xbox community? Y'all just automatically just assume there's a sequel and it works for just the first game. Like, you guys are so fucking casual. I haven't thought like that since the fucking PS3 was out, where I thought every fucking game needed a sequel or was getting a sequel. Like, come the fuck on, bro. This is how people mislead individuals over on the Xbox community. Y'all just be talking out your ass.
It might just be a one game.
Exactly, but they talk out their ass. This dude literally said, "Oh, but the sequel is gonna be exclusive to Xbox." What? Did they confirm a sequel is even in the fucking works?
The game ain't even out for it to even consider.
Bro, y'all dudes are on a whole nother level. Y'all need to stop. Get some fucking help, man. That shit is not normal. Like, anything for a W, right? Even if I gotta lie to everybody, anything for a fucking W. The fuck out of here, bro. Like I was saying, this video is 4K, 2160p. IGN refused to put a PlayStation timed exclusive up in 4K. They put the video up at the same time, 2 hours ago. Even if YouTube takes a long time to render the video in 4K, the video would have been posted in 4K by now. So, why the fuck is GameSpot's video in 4K and IGN uploaded the video in 1080p? This is a PS5 game. We know it's going to be 4K, 60. So why would you intentionally try to make the game look bad by uploading it in 1080p? This is the shit that you gotta catch. You don't gotta be a big YouTuber. You don't even gotta be the level of YouTuber that I am. You gotta catch this shit. You gotta catch it.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's going on, bro? Do you see this dumb shit?
What dumb shit?
IGN posted the Deathloop preview in 1080p, but GameSpot posted it in a solid 4K. Like, they always trying to do that slick shit, bro. I don't understand why they do that shit all the fucking time, man.
I don't know, Jim.
That should be fucking blowing me.
What happened? Just a brief stop. Now, please, sir.
Like, if the game was a fucking 1080p game, I would understand, but they know it's not 1080p. Look, if you're an Xbox website, just fucking change your color and confirm that shit. Don't pussyfoot around it.
Explaining Deathloop simply as two assassins.
Let's go look at some gameplay, please. Thank you, guys. I saw the pop for 4K. It looks really, really good. Again, I mean, I couldn't really give the game a compliment because I thought something was off with the visuals, but it's good that GameSpot there with the rebound. It looks really crisp. Looks really clean. I know that Boca Loca said he's getting the game, so I will have access to it. I'm still unsure if I want to go out and support it because obviously I'm not the biggest fan of first-person shooters. I have a certain first-person shooters that I will buy and support. That would be Battlefield, Killzone, shit like that. Doom. But not every first-person shooter I will buy. But I'm a big fan of this melee shit because it's giving me Killzone vibes. Killzone started to incorporate very deadly melees. I think it was starting with Killzone 3. And they did incorporate that shit onto multiplayer, which was so awesome. So I'm a big fan of seeing Deathloop have some very bloody melee attacks with the knife. Like, I'm really a big fan of the melee. You're chopping off necks. You're fucking snapping necks. The gun's looking good. I mean, it looks dope.
There's a resource in the game called Residium that helps you hang on to your powers.
It's like he has some sort of a graveling hook or something. You can traverse or something. Some cosmic graveling hook. I don't know what the fuck it is. Looks dope though, man. It looks really dope. I don't know about it. It's just giving me this style of Destiny. But not like it is a Destiny game, but like maybe the graphical style and the art style. I like it though. I'm not a big fan of the 70s. I'm a fan of the more of the 80s and 90s. But again, it has a real nice soft style to it. Big fan of it. I mean, I like what they're doing here. It's not a bad game to look at. That's one thing I can say. It's a really nice game to look at. Yeah, that right there, that aesthetics reminds me of Destiny. I don't know. Looks good. Very artistic game. Very nice design.
By visiting these locations over and over, you not only get the lay of the land and obtain key items like door codes, but you can build a plan to take out your targets as efficiently as possible. Like all of Arcane's games, the setting and the world,
it's kind of like a wacky first-person Hitman type game. I think I can get behind this, but I'm not sure if I can get behind enough to buy it right now. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'm going to keep my eye on the gameplay and listen to more to developer diaries. But the gunplay is really good.
One mission we saw was reminiscent of Dishonored's excellent Lady Boyle's last party. In it, you're tasked with killing Lady Boyle at her own masked ball, but the problem is everyone is wearing masks, and her sisters are there too. In Deathloop, one of the visionaries is called Alexis, who you've seen in trailers as the one wearing a wolf mask. Similarly, you need to uncover his identity before you can attempt to take him out. Not every visionary encounter is going to be like that, but they will move around, and there are multiple ways you can take them out. And boy, are there ways to take them out. There are obviously many types of guns to use because you're an assassin. Interestingly though, there's no money in Deathloop.
I'm really liking this, the little psychic push in the psychic pull. You can pull people and push them up and shoot them in the air and stuff. It's really interesting.
some may look familiar. Shift is similar to Blink or Far Reach. Kinesis.
Oh, Jay, did you hear about the rumor about that one Xbox game?
Very similar way to
What? Which?
I think he's talking about
Valve?
Deathloop too.
No, Everwild.
Yeah. What
Oh
about it?
shit.
Well,
Oh, it's having developmental problems. That makes sense.
yeah.
The-
And I
look,
believe
I'm not
because-
surprised. They didn't even know what they didn't even know what the game was about.
That's what I was gonna say. They don't. For the 2 years that's already been in development, they still do not know what the gameplay loop is. They still don't know how the game's gonna play. I'm like, how in the hell do you not know how the
That's
game's gonna
so
play?
sad. That's so sad.
So we might not even see it this year at E3 or even next year.
I mean, I think they can live without that if they have something of substance. But I know they don't have anything, so they need everything. You know? And even if they had everything to show, they still need release dates. They're still going to need gameplay, not cinematics, not teasers. They need gameplay. You know?
And honestly, that one list that the guy put out for his predictions for E3 this year, I kind of would believe that list. I kind of would, because the amount that Microsoft has shown last year and that is not ready, we won't see those games. And that list that guy predicted indicated that. So it's like, we're not going to see a bunch of these games that Xbox fans are hoping for. We're not. Because these games are not ready.
I like this game. I really do like this game. The gunplay is really good. Graphics are amazing. Obviously, 60 frames is nice. I like all the different gadgets and abilities you got.
It's a PS5 exclusive for a while, and we'll have more on it throughout the year. So make sure to like.
Yo, this 60 frames mode on The Last of Us fucking crisp.
Oh, we about to test that shit
It's
out.
nice, isn't it?
Obviously, you guys
This shit-
can't see it, but we're gonna capture some gameplay so I can post it up on YouTube this week. Not
that
this week,
Deathloop?
tomorrow, cause I get the vaccine tomorrow, so I'm gonna upload the Last of Us gameplay tomorrow.
That's poop.
Yeah. No, not Deathloop. Last of Us, 60 frames per second.
No, this
What about it?
what you're showing.
Oh yeah, that was Deathloop. Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Well, I like the dual world at least.
And there we go. We got the confirmation for motherfucking Last of Us. Let me go post that motherfucker on Twitter.
Yeah, this shit's smooth. This shit is.
It is smooth. The only thing is this cutscenes is still in 30.
Oh, they're still 30? Wait, what?
Really?
Mhm. Yeah, that's what at least that's what Digital Foundry said. I can't see it. I can't.
Does
I
it
don't
look?
see it.
Does it look like it's 30?
It doesn't look like nothing's changed.
Hey, Boca Loca, you said you need the info again, bro? Hold on, man. Okay, I sent it to you. I'm about to hop on that shit right now. Let me just do my fucking duty. There we go. Well, look like that's about to wipe out. Ooh, my controller fell. That's about to wipe out a lot of motherfuckers saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
Bless you. Okay. Let's dive in. Let's see how it is. Again, you guys won't be able to see it because due to the limitations of this fucking laptop that was over $800 compared to this PS5, which was only over $400. The laptop has an inability to stream at 60 frames without fucking up all over the fucking place. Meanwhile, the PS5 can stream at 60 frames per second flawlessly.
No problem.
I never really understand that. Like, you put all this money into a fucking computer and it still doesn't do what you expect it to do for that money. You put all that money into a fucking console, you expect it to do what it's supposed to do. Getting this system for $426 was a steal. However, I wanted to get the $500 one. It still would have been a steal because it's still less than this laptop and it's still doing more than this laptop. So, could say that about the computer too. Like, I would still have to spend more money on a computer to have it do what I need to do just for YouTube purposes. You know, it's so sad. It's so sad. Let's see what we got. So what's up with the 60 frames? Is it just like automatic or?
You have
Yeah,
to.
it's
you have to
it's
download
no, it's already set.
Oh, it's already set. Okay, I was wondering. I just want to be sure.
You can keep set it to 30 and you'll be a lock 30, or you can set it to 60 and it'll be a lock 60. So
okay, I got it.
Truly is up to you.
Yeah, just make sure you update the game.
Yep, already done. Let's go. Let's load up a fucking game that's already like how far you want to go, Jay? How far you want to go? I like this place. This place is nice. Okay. Okay, we will be the judge of the loading. See if it's faster or slower to me. I gotta let Digital Foundry tell me shit. I mean, they're telling me shit, but I can't believe everything because they're biased as fuck.
It's sad because they're meant to be unbiased.
Everybody's supposed to be unbiased when they're feeding you information from multiple companies. Yeah, they're supposed to all be unbiased. It's always weird when they're biased towards one, but they want to cover everybody. It's faster, but it's still not like Astrobot fast. Or
no, it's not using the SSD or anything. It's just
oh, okay. It's still faster than it was. Oh, that pop is awesome. Oh shit. Oh, that shit like makes some of these scenes just look realistic. Like fuck. Beautiful. Fucking gorgeous. Amazing. So, since Adam's not here, Briggs is going to be Adam Jr. So, Adam Jr.
Adam number 2.
Why the fuck hasn't Guerrilla Games done their fucking patch?
I honestly
Exactly.
don't know.
Exactly. And I
Guerrilla Games
expect
might be
Adam
lazy.
Sr. to say the same fucking thing. Because there's no excuse.
Guerrilla Games might just be lazy.
I don't want to
Might just
say
be
they're
lazy.
lazy. The only chance I'm going to give them is to get that patch out alongside the PlayStation June event if it is happening. I'm only saying if it is happening because PlayStation's so secretive and there has been no...
They don't know.
It's happening, Jay.
Yeah, okay, so it's happening. So about
It's-
the June event.
It's late June, just so you know. It's late June.
I'm going to let you guys know. Even though you guys are looking at the live stream, I'm looking at the live stream, you can tell a more crisper quality from this game. So you might be looking at it in 30 frames, but you can tell a little bit more of a crisper quality. Especially...
No. Oh, Digital Foundry lied. The cutscenes are at 68 frames per second, too.
Okay. Thank you.
The cutscenes are
shit.
at
Yeah,
they are.
I hate when motherfuckers just be lying for no reason, bro. Get your shit straight, man. Like, people actually count on them. People look up to them. to get good information. Did you guys
I
saw what I had to
stopped
do?
looking up to
I had to go from one person to another person to look at a game in 60 frames because one person doesn't like PlayStation. IGN doesn't like PlayStation, so they purposely uploaded Deathloop at 1080p instead of 4K. That game looks amazing in 4K.
But yeah, it's at 60 frames, Jay. The cutscenes are too. So
Okay, see, I didn't. I skipped. I skipped somebody, but
Oh, bro, can I like do like infinite ammo and shit?
oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, I forgot all about
I
that.
lost.
Give me
I
that
have so
fucking
many
shit.
points. I just did some of that shit. I did
Crafting.
mirror world too. So
Infinite
get
melee
that shit in.
durability, infinite listen mode. Fuck out of here. One shot, touch of death.
it just think this game was only on the PlayStation 4. What are they gonna do with the PlayStation 5, dude? You know, what are they gonna do with this hardware?
What do you mean?
No, like Naughty Dog's next game.
Oh
What are they
yeah,
gonna
what is Naughty Dog gonna be able to
Oh no,
achieve with
then
this?
their next game is gonna be PS5 only.
No,
But
that's
their
what
next game's far
like.
along.
I can only
The
imagine.
only thing that will probably be PS5 and PS4 is the multiplayer.
Yeah, but I was just
Yeah,
wondering, like,
bitch.
how polished this game is and how good this game is. I wonder what they're able to achieve with the PlayStation 5, dude. Because this shit is.
Oh, bro,
Oh, I got the
I
slow
can't.
motion mode on. Oh, let me turn that shit off. I don't think I need that. Oh, that's just dope though. It's the bullet speed mode.
That bullet speed gonna kill you. Watch.
Yeah, I had to turn that shit off. How do you run
I
on this
might end
game?
up killing you, bro.
You know, I haven't played this game in so long.
Yo, I swear, Abby's some fucking strong shit, bro. She's some. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh fuck, Dina. Dina just popped out of nowhere. Just fucking coming around our corner and shit. Yeah, bro, this game is fucking dope. I'm glad I platinumed this shit when I did, but I kind of wish I didn't, cause it would have been so nice to just play this. Look at that. Look at the trash bag in the wind. Look at that. Look how majestic that is.
How do you? I can't remember how to dodge, nigga. How do you dodge? Shit. Fuck, I just got hit like 5 times before I actually learned how to. Shit.
Nobody knows how to fucking run on this game. I forgot all the movements.
Bro, I forgot how to dodge, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I know dodging it beat my ass.
Yeah, 22 more days till Ratchet and Clank, guys. 22
Oh
more
man, I
days.
can't wait.
Yeah. I know Kenna is less than 100 days away.
Yeah, I think it's 90 some days or some shit like that.
Beautiful. It's normal now to me. I mean, if it was 30, it wouldn't look normal to me. It looks normal to me now because I play so many 60 frames per second games. So it's dope.
Like, I'm able to switch back from 60 to 30 whenever I want to. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell the difference, obviously, but like it doesn't bother me.
You know, they did say this one thing about. Oh, that's right. I got the motion control shit on. The dude told me about one time. Remember he told me about the motion control? You can shoot out each individual glass piece. That's so dope. You see all that shit on the ground too. And you see the fucking bullet holes. That's dope. Oh yeah, that's right. I already killed everybody in this bitch. And you can still shoot people that's already dead. Ooh, that's nasty. That's the power of the cloud right there. Just making sure you shot. Just gotta make sure all you motherfuckers are shot. I want you to come back.
I want to know. I'm gonna try and see if I can get all the shit I need to get. What do I need to do?
Insomniac Games retweeted 42 minutes ago. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is exclusive to PlayStation 5.
What do you mean?
But
You said they retweeted or they tweeted?
No, the official Insomniac Games Twitter tweeted.
Oh, they tweeted it.
But but it's stupid that they have to do that.
They have, well, it's stupid, but look, what were we just talking about messaging? You got games going to PC. You have to reassure people, hey, this is where you're gonna buy this fucking game. Period. Oh, they added the Iron Man suit to the Avengers. It's gonna be available for Marketplace, and that is the Iron Man suit from Avengers Endgame, which looks fucking. They're gonna get me to go back on Avengers and buy all the movie outfits. I know that's what they about to get me to do, and I'm gonna be dumb enough to do it. I'm gonna do it.
The funny thing is though, I put that thing on my SSD. I put that on my PS5 hard drive. Right?
Oh,
that shit's sitting on my SSD, bro. I ain't playing that game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see that they just posted it. I came at this, what is this PMS Jordan chick on Twitter for being wrong. Try to fucking come at me personally. I don't give a fuck. When you wrong, you wrong. And you posted that shit for clout. So many motherfuckers posting this fucking shit for clout, bro. Like, what's wrong with them? Now every developer gonna have to say shit's exclusive. And you know why they gotta do this? Because they took off the only on PlayStation logo. I think that Insomniac needs to raise this up to fucking Jim Ryan and let them know that yes, they're gonna need a fucking sticker on their boxes. Other than saying the PlayStation Studio, you're gonna need a fucking sticker.
But the thing is, I don't think Jim Ryan wants to do that though, because
I know he doesn't want to. But he's gonna have to. Why? Because the developers might have a hard time to sell these games to people that keep thinking they're gonna go somewhere else. So yes, it's something you don't want to do, but you're gonna have to. Why do you think they posted that? They posted that because people keep thinking, oh well, these guys over here, this means this coming over. No, bro. Eventually, the messaging, like I said, is gonna get so fucking crazy. People ain't gonna know shit. You know.
Jim Ryan's fault. All this shit's Jim Ryan. I don't like the dude.
PlayStation's doing good, but that's the one thing that can tank them. Like we said off air, if your messaging is so fucked up that people contemplate buying a PlayStation
because they're putting games on PC.
Yeah, like I said, you're contemplating getting a PlayStation because there's so many games on PC that you think everything's gonna eventually go to PC. You just lost a customer because that person thinks that they can get everything on PC. They won't buy the fucking console.
Honestly, Jay, I don't think they'll spend as much as they once.
By the way, Adam's probably gonna jump in this bitch soon, because we already know how that shit is. Let me see. They need to fix their messaging, like not having only on PlayStation logo on your PS5 boxes is probably one of the dumbest things. Especially since you announced last year you were gonna put games on PC, or Horizon went to PC first. Yeah. All right, that's all I'm saying, man. You gotta be careful with what you do and also what you say. People will interpret that in so many different ways in this day and age where shit really just spreads like wildfires. No pun intended. You got to be careful what you say and do. You have to. You have to be straightforward with your answers and everything. So, for anybody that feels that they would need that is a bit of proof, I've already done my part and retweeted and liked the post. You can take this and send it to your nearest PC fan or Xbox fan that tried to say Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart was on its way to PC. The 60 frames per second looks amazing in all aspects, whether it's water or trees or her moving around or shooting the gun. It looks great. If you have not played The Last of Us Part 2, maybe you were waiting because you heard some bullshit about it. Maybe you were waiting for the 60 frames per second. It is here. Get started. Get started. That is nice. That's just another one in the fucking bank. Like, that's another one in the bank. You got Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima. Let's add Spider-Man Remaster, right? Then you got God of War. And Days Gone also got the 60 frames per second update. Ratchet & Clank also got the 60 frames per second update. Uncharted 4 didn't. We don't know if it ever will. Last of Us Remastered was already born with 60 frames per second on a PS4. Gran Turismo Sport already has 60 frames per second. Killzone got updated for the campaign. It is sporting 60 frames per second. The infamous Second Son game was already had an unlocked frame rate. If you incorporate that on a PS5, you will be playing the game at 60 frames per second. Shadow of Colossus was already 60 frames per second. If it had any dips when you play it on the PS5, it won't have any dips. Again, we're just really waiting on Horizon Zero Dawn, which is right over here. This is the only game that has not been updated. And it is the first game that they put on PC. So there's some controversy around why they're waiting. We know Last of Us is a bigger game than Horizon. We know it is. So what's taking them so long? I don't know. You remastered the game and put it on PC. You've been issuing patches almost every other month or every month since you put that game on PC. If you can do that, you can issue a easy fucking 60 frames per second patch. Very, very fucking easy. I've beaten the game. I got the platinum years ago. But it would put a lot of people at ease releasing this patch, especially since everybody else at PlayStation has issued their 60 frames per second patches for their best games. You, Guerrilla Games, have done it already with Killzone Shadowfall, which was using the early version of the Decima engine. I don't understand what's taking them so long. Like, that shit is just fucking weird, man. So fucking weird. Hey, Ghostface, that's how it is, bro. That's how it is. That's why you hear all PC fans saying stupid shit like, 100 frames, 100. Most of them motherfuckers can't even have a 100 frame game. They're shitty ass fucking PCs. Oh my goodness. All right, Briggs, did you hear the news?
About what?
About Days Gone. Their high point was 18,000 players yesterday. And Steam is made up of 120 users. Like, come on,
20 million, Jay. 120 million.
120 million users.
And only 18,000 played it.
Yep, and that's
only
apparently
18,000 played it at the high point yesterday.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. That's a good thing for PC fans.
No, that's horrible, because obviously they're not playing these games that PlayStation's giving
Breaking the motherfucking internet with 60 frames per second. That's an understatement. 19,000 likes. 3,000 retweets. Damn, bro. That shit blew the fuck up. Neil Druckmann tweeted it. Corey Barlog trolling about it, saying, "What's Last of Us?" or "What's a PS5?" Oh shit, bro.
You
But yeah,
understand? What? Corey Barlog said, "What's a PS5?"
18,000. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, there was just look. I just read off. It was 19,000 people that liked that post of The Last of Us having 60 frames per second, and only 18,000 people went out to get Days Gone. That's not a big number, bro. When it comes to game sales, horrible,
and that's
bro.
why I don't understand why freaking Sony keeps putting these games on PC. That makes no sense.
Because they're testing the waters to see if these people will actually play.
Okay, how long are you gonna take to test the waters though? You
They
realize you
gotta
still they're not buying the game.
Titles. They gotta have, because they can't go off of one title. Because
Okay, then put the most requested title
let me
on
ask
there.
you a question, Briggs. Let me ask you a question. Just give me a ballpark number. There's no wrong answer. Truity, let me, talk to Briggs and don't interrupt, please. What's a ballpark number to test the waters? You have two games, right? You only have two. They're saying 4, but Helldivers and Death Stranding, they're not real PlayStation Studio games. They're not for the first parties. Guerrilla Games and Sony Bend, those are first parties. So you have 2 first party studio games and like 2 studio games of IPs you own, but they didn't make a dent. So you have to put your biggest and best games over there. But the bigger the PS4 games, which are still, if they go in the news, they will make a wave. This proves that if an old game comes back out with an update or any type of news, it will make waves. Do you think that's a bad message?
if they don't support the game, then yeah, that's a bad message.
No, but do you think it's a bad message PlayStation sending to like the world of saying, yeah, we got plans to go on the PC, you don't really need a PlayStation? Because if they put God of War, Bloodborne, Spider-Man, Last of Us Part 2, like the big guns over there, I believe the messaging is we're trying to make you guys feel comfortable supporting us, and they're looking at it like, yeah, we're gonna get the good shit, we're gonna get your new shit. But PlayStation never says, nah, we're not giving you that, we're giving you the old shit. I think they need to give a clear message on what they're trying to do.
And so far, they've only put out the new IPs for the PC.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
They've only put out
Spider-Man is a new IP. But I don't think the pattern will stop with new IPs. I think they're going to go to existing IPs.
And if they do, then I feel like those would be the real test. Because, for example, God of War being on PC, that would be a real test. Because if it's like 18,000 players only played that game, I bet Sony would look at those numbers and be like, okay, what the fuck are we doing here? Obviously, they're not playing our games. So I feel like if they do put one of the bigger titles like Uncharted or God of War or something like that on PC, and again, if it does Days Gone type of numbers, I bet Sony would even rethink of what they're doing, honestly. And I bet they're even rethinking it now, looking at Days Gone numbers, being like, okay, this didn't perform as well, and they're probably thinking, okay, let's give them one more shot, another game, and then they do the next game. If it doesn't do well.
I got about 10 games, and if they're not doing numbers like they were on PS4 or even a fraction, then they're going to probably pull out. But I don't know how you could pull out, because when you go in, you stay in. We saw that with Xbox. They dipped their feet in the PC and they went all in. That's the conclusion. That's just the conclusion. Look, we're going to move forward, though, but that is the conclusion.
Xbox fans didn't buy their games. That's the issue here. PlayStation fans do buy their games.
Yeah, and look, that's what Adam was telling me. But the game sales might drop if people see, hey, it's not a lot of exclusivity. You see what I'm saying? When there's kind of no exclusivity, the value of a game drops. When the value of a game drops, people are not interested. When people are not interested, they don't buy. You could hurt yourself just by putting older games on PC, giving the illusion that you're not only for consoles anymore. That's all I'm saying. It's just so many different messages. They have to clear it up. When they clear it up, everything will be normal. They could put games on PC, even though I'm 100% against it. But at least once you have the messaging down pat, people can't assume certain things are going to come out of them putting old games on PC. Because the assumption is
all they gotta say is that if it's a new game, you ain't getting it on PC. That's all they gotta say. To cut the
Or-
narrative.
Maybe this is what they're doing. They're probably putting these games on PC, trying to make back some money. Not saying that they're going to make back a lot, but make back some money to put into the sequel of these games. Maybe that's why they're only putting the new IPs over there. Like,
But they made millions though, so like.
right, but maybe if they wanted a few extra dollars here and there, that's why they would be putting some of the new IPs over here, so they can put more of a budget into the sequel. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Again, we don't know what Sony's plans are, obviously. So we don't know. Like none of us have the concrete answer of what game that they're going to put next over there or what their actual plan is. Only they know themselves.
Mm-hmm. And we are looking at another pattern, and that pattern is at least 2 games a year. So Death Stranding, and I don't know if it was, I don't know how that really is. We could say 1 game, 1 studio game, but we could say 2 games. If they really want to go all out, you could put the whole line of older House of arcade titles over there. But they're not doing that. Like Briggs said, they're putting the biggest over there because they know that's the one that's going to make the most money. They ain't going to play any of the fucking lower tier games. They're only going to buy the higher tier games. But
it's like, for example, if they put Knack over there, nobody's going to want to play that shit.
Yeah, nobody's going to play Knack. Yeah.
Even though I fucking love Knack 1 and 2, even though those were fucking great games, those people are not going to play those games.
No.
Those people are not going to play those games. So it's like, for that, they won't play Knack. They won't play Killzone. They will not purchase Killzone. I can guarantee you that, because people don't view Killzone as a highly rated franchise. They don't. Even though it's a fucking great franchise, it's not highly. They don't view it as that. So if they put like it maybe that's why they're skipping over titles like Knack, Killzone. Maybe probably because of like Until Dawn or The Order 1886. Maybe it's because people don't want to play those games. Maybe they want to play the big budget AAA type of games that coming from Sony's first party.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
What'd you say, Sherwood?
Sorry, I'm a little cynical.
No, but it's like maybe like some of these smaller games. Well, I don't consider them smaller games because they're fantastic, but those aren't the games that they want to play. They want to play Horizon. They want to play God of War and stuff. They say that
Horizon didn't even sell.
No, they say they want to play them, but obviously we're seeing the numbers here, and they're not fucking playing them.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. And I'm gonna be honest right now. Just because you put God of War and Spider-Man over there, I don't see them buying the game for the price Sony put over there. They will wait because that's what they've always told us. I've been in multiple debates and discussions with the PC community over the last 4 or 5 years. And what they tell me is they don't believe in pre-ordering and they don't believe in buying games day one because they think it might be buggy. If it's not buggy, they want to wait for their favorite YouTuber or a Twitch streamer to show them if the game is good or not. And even then, they are still like, okay, well, with all of that and the review scores are good, we still want to wait because we don't believe in paying full price. So it's like, there's so many excuses that they have come up with of not supporting these games. And PlayStation, I don't know. Like, what kind of return you're looking for? Are you looking for a return in the first year, or are you looking for a return 3 years from now when the game is so old on Steam that they have to drop the price? And if it's that case, then you need to put the game on PC after 10 years when you know the value of the game is dirt cheap, and you put it over there for dirt cheap. But if the game is still hot to you enough to put it over there for $50, don't expect the motherfuckers to pay $50 for that game up front. They're going to wait years to buy that game because they don't want to pay that price, or they're going to pirate it. That's how they are. This is not me talking. This is how they think. So how does Sony fight against idiots like that? So you believe that they were going to buy your game. You're putting your game over there, but they're not really going to buy your game. Not the way that they said they were.
I saw a couple of comments from the PC fans saying, "Oh, Sony thinks they expect me to shell out $50 to play this game, and they're out of their mind." I'm like, well, you wanted to play the game, buy it. That's what I'm gonna say to you. You know, it's like you wanted it, or they set a price point, go buy it.
Exactly. The thing is, this is what people need to understand from the PC community, and I'm gonna be raw. Okay, I'm talking to everybody in the chat. I'm talking to the panel. I'm going to give you guys a big insight into the PC community. They want the game, but they don't want to pay for the game. Hear me out. Hear me out for the people that might have just came in. They want the game, but they don't want to pay for the game. I think if people that was in the office making this decision to dip their feet into the PC community knew that was the truth, they would have not done this. But what did they see, Briggs? What have I been fighting against for multiple years? PC port begging trolls. They get on the internet, they flood the internet with narratives of, we want your game, we're going to pay for your game, make a petition, get some fame off of it, put it on news articles. People want your game. People want your game. Underneath every video on YouTube, we want your game. On Twitter, we want your game. When you see that flooding the fucking internet, you think that people really like you. It's kind of like a celebrity that has fans. That celebrity thinks the fans really like them, but when they reach rock bottom and they're fucking on drugs and they're not in the movies no more, those fans don't give two fucks about you.
The thing is with me, these guys they look at the studio that PlayStation Studio, they looking at the quality that PlayStation Studios are pumping out, and they're wondering, oh, why can't we have quality like that? Because no studio is pushing out quality for PC. I'm sorry, they're not like. Well,
we talked about this yesterday. Nobody owns PC, so you don't really, you don't have like a big daddy like Microsoft or a big daddy like Sony that has a company, and then underneath that company there's studios that are dedicated to putting games out on that platform. There's nobody like that on PC. Valve, hold on. Sorry for interrupting. Valve is their big daddy. But Valve don't make games anymore because they're making money off of the store.
Yeah, so basically, like, these guys are jealous of these games that PlayStation fans are getting, so they're crying and bitching that they want them. Then they come over and they don't play them because all they want is like, haha, you guys don't have this game anymore and everything. That's what they're basically doing. They don't like these games. And the other thing is, most of these guys have money to play these games. They're fucking children. We need to address the fact these people are.
Did you see the article about the dude put the cheat codes in to play Sekiro?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Look, that's why I say PC port begging trolls. I put trolls at the end because they are indeed trolls. They're trolling the developer to get what they want, only to go back on the internet to say, hey, we have your game. And a week later, they don't even care that the game even is on their platform. They use that for a narrative to talk shit about PlayStation fans because they want to be a part of the console war, even though they don't have a fucking console.
And the thing is,
I mean, it's a fucked up way to use PlayStation to trick them into believing you really care about them just so you can go on the internet and brag to their fans that you have their game. Like, at the end result, you're not really hurting us. Well, I mean, in the end result, you will hurt us because if PlayStation does it too much, it could hurt them in the quality of games they produce because they might not make a lot of money off of us because some people might not feel the same way about them anymore. Things happen.
Well, I'll tell you
all the time.
They're probably at these Days Gone numbers, and they're probably like, oh, that is fucking.
Exactly, and guess what? Days Gone ain't gonna go any higher than that because guess what? They didn't want it. That's not what they want. They want God of War, Bloodborne, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, and The Last of Us Part 2. Especially now that The Last of Us Part 2 got to 60 frames per second, and they about to see PlayStation fans playing in a resolution and frame rate that they claimed we couldn't. They want these games now. Those are the ones they really, really want. I don't think PlayStation gonna give it to them right now, because they know that they're still hot. God of War, still hot. Last of Us got a frames per second boost just like Ghost of Tsushima, and it's not a part of the PlayStation Plus collection, which means it sells based off of the update. People will buy Last of Us. People will buy Ghost of Tsushima with the 60 frames per second on PS5. Spider-Man the same way. Well, I mean the remaster. Yeah, you have to buy the remaster in order to get the boost.
Well, technically, no. The remaster is just a lot more extra stuff.
Well, basically, let me
boosted.
put it this way. If you want to play Spider-Man PS4 on PS5, you need to buy the remaster. Same like Ghost of Tsushima or The Last of Us Part 2. If you want to play those games in 60 frames per second, you have to buy those games and you have to own a PS5. So they can still sell based off of their updates and what they can achieve on the PS5 compared to Days Gone, which is in the PlayStation Plus collection, or Ratchet and Clank, which is in the PlayStation Plus collection, or God of War, which is in the PlayStation Plus collection. I think they really should think about updating your games. They can sell. You don't have to put them on PC. It's a second lease on life, because the thing that they really want on PC is more frame rates, better texture, shit like that. But what if you could do that for your games and they will sell off of those free updates? I think they might kind of turn away from PC if these games do better on doing something similar for your people, and the outcome is more money. And I do believe they will make more money off of the 60 frames per second update for The Last of Us compared to Days Gone that just launched on PC, which will be pretty fucking funny. How many copies they can move of The Last of Us updating the game for PS5. It'd be funny. Shit, we got 20 minutes. Anything else rolling? I did see the Sackboy coming to the Returnal Sackboy is coming to Sackboy the video.
Oh really? I didn't see
yeah.
that.
That will be May 26th, so I will be getting that. I will be pre-ordering or purchasing that fucking DLC. Get me. That's one thing I really liked about Little Big Planet. It has so many different outfits that really did make you want to play it or play through the fucking story. But Sackboy has a good campaign. It's just I can't stay focused. Also, we did have another big update today. There was an update that came to Destruction All-Stars that incorporated photo mode, which we will...
Wait, today?
Yes, today was the day that Destruction All-Stars got photo mode. So we will be testing that out right now. From what I heard, Destruction All-Stars has a brand new music for the menu. Also, a little preview screen is brand new. The game art is new. They are really doing their thing. So I haven't been on Destruction All-Stars probably in a month or two. So it's going to be interesting to see what they have done.
You know one thing I've learned?
What?
One thing I've learned. There's reasons why some games are masters, especially like GT or Saints Row, something like that. You get rid of, because half the music that are in there is owned by Sony.
Well, they got their little battle pass going on. Looks fucking dope. Let me see what this All-Star Pass is. What does it do? Okay. It's a classic battle pass. This is what everybody wanted them to do. I think that they should have labeled Destruction All-Star as a beta. You know? That's what... I mean, you didn't have the ability to buy it. It was just on PlayStation Plus. So I think that they should have just called it a beta so people wouldn't attack it so harshly, because now I'm seeing they got all this content and shit. Got different dances and all.
Someone's playing The Last of Us?
Yeah, I am.
Probably Briggs.
Yeah, this shit is smooth. This shit is great.
Yep, it is smooth. I'm playing it too.
So it's a nice, pretty nice battle pass. Not much change. Like, I'm seeing somewhat different colors for the characters, but not like a whole new outfit all the time, which is one thing I want more of. They have like these black colors and alternate colors, but all in all, I think they could have did more, like introduce more characters, or at least more character skins. Not that change the color, but to change what the character looks like or what the character is wearing. So I think the most superior one they have right here is Swift, which looks like Anubis. So this is what they needed to do more of, and they only did it once. This very, very exclusive skin is placed all the way at the fucking end of the battle pass. You would have to get super high. What I'm really upset about on the battle pass is I was a legend when it came to Destruction All-Stars. I was on this shit every single fucking day. I'm already a high ass fucking level. I put in a lot of fucking time, a lot of effort, got the platinum. And when I get this battle pass, I think I'm going to just be at level 1. I don't think it's going to boost me up or anything. So that means I have to continue to play and play all the way through. And it kind of sucks because I feel like if the battle pass was already there, I would have been on top of the fucking world. So I don't play the game enough. So I will see.
It's interesting that they got a battle pass though. I've seen that before, because with a battle pass, they're giving you outfits that aren't in the game. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I noticed that. But not all. Like, it's only a couple. I went through the whole battle pass. Like, it's a Anubis and there's some other stuff, but it's only a couple. So this is an outfit that I didn't get in the battle pass, but I got it with microtransactions, I believe, or one of the currencies. We're gonna see if we can incorporate this photo mode and see how good this shit does. I mean, this game has a lot of promise, but they gotta add some more familiar faces. Like, you see how Returnal is making a guest appearance on Sackboy? Like, they have to do cross promotion with their own characters and shit. Like, that's something that you want them to do. Photo mode, fucking dope. Exactly what you would think from a photo mode. Like, this is what you think from a photo mode, which is fucking fire. The game is a great looking game, obviously. The characters look great. It's always a great game. You can pretty much fly a good far bit from the character that's intended. It's definitely going to be a nice dynamic to it. But it's kind of like, I appreciate what they're doing, but as somebody that invested a lot of time and effort and shit, it's kind of like too little too late until you can get like a big boost of shit that really make me look in this direction again. Now, they got a big boost of shit right now. They got the photo mode. They got the All-Star Pass, but it lacks substance. Like, you see how Fortnite has guest appearances, like different character skins, like Beast Boy and Batman and shit like that. Like, where's a Kratos? You know, where's a Celine from Returnal? Like, this is your IP, PlayStation. You should really do a little bit more with it.
That's all I'm saying.
So you could have added so many of the PlayStation characters in this game. And if they want their mind to wonder, oh, it's PlayStation All Stars because it has All Stars, let them wonder, man. Let them wonder, but add that content. Don't let your game die, bro. Like, you know, at this point in time, you're now in control. The game is out there in a while. It was a $20 game. It was available on PlayStation Plus for 2 weeks. It's a beautiful game. It's a great game. It's very fun. But you gotta have some shit that's gonna make people really want to return. Having them have alternate skins is good, but if the skins are just a fucking color, that ain't shit. You see how everybody else doing it. You see what is it, Rambo and John McClane. John McClane, he's on Call of Duty. You got to get some familiar faces. Who's a familiar face that's on Destruction All Stars? There's no one. It's not a single person. So, if you don't have a familiar face, you know, your game might not do good. Shit, you can add one. You can add Kratos. Like I said, you can add Nathan Drake in this bitch. Any one PlayStation character will give people hope for the future that this game will get other interesting characters that they want to play as. And that's all it really takes. Look at Fortnite. Fortnite is the same game. It just added some new music and added some new abilities to drive cars and some other shit. What really carries Fortnite is the characters. The unlockable character skins. That's why Fortnite is so popular. Them adding the NBA jerseys, that's gonna make motherfuckers go back. If you're a fan of the Celtics, if you're a fan of the Golden State, which I am, you gotta go and play Fortnite and maybe buy one of them jerseys because you a fan of that fucking team. You a fan of Kratos or God of War? If they add Kratos in this motherfucking game with his own vehicle, I guarantee you motherfuckers will go back and play this shit or play it for the first time, guaranteed. I mean, it is what it is, man. They got to get on the ball with that. I want this game to have long legs, but you have to put your heart and soul into a game in this condition for it to have long legs. The battle pass, to me, at a quick glance, is garbage. It's garbage because you should have added it earlier. It's garbage because you're just adding colors, but you're not adding characters, like alterations, you know. It's garbage because you don't have a single PlayStation representative character in this game. And I don't think they're going to get one until the end of this year. I know they're getting one, but I don't think they're going to get them until the end of this year. So, they need to do better. They have to do better. So, you know, you want to hear some criticism against PlayStation. That's my criticism against PlayStation. Is this Destruction All Stars? How many active players is there, you think? I'm curious. I don't know. Under 100? I don't know.
Well, to be quite fair, I can get into a match pretty easy.
But we got about 10 minutes, so I will quit this and I will just try to jump into a random match. I will change my stuff to the United States, and then I will try to get into a match. So just give me a little bit of time. Okay, I'm gonna back out and back in because they're not trying to let me change it from Europe. So I'm locked on Europe. I don't want to be locked on Europe. Again, I'm liking the facelift. I like that they got one new character. Still don't know who the fuck it is because it's such an unknown. It's in their universe. But What if that main character was like a Kratos standing in front of the whole crew of Destruction All Stars? That would bring people to this game. I've given the developers that
Bro,
idea.
they could,
Sweet
if
Tooth.
they want to just base it on vehicles, they could have just given a Nathan Drake. Like,
That's what I'm
that nigga has
saying.
a
Like,
truck.
you got Sweet Tooth from the Twisted Metal series, which would have been a perfect fit. I've talked to the developers. I've talked to the studio. Nothing has been done. They haven't even said, hey, yeah, we're listening. That's going to happen. Don't worry, it's happening. No. They're talking about, hey, we're going to add new characters that are new. Like, I mean, at a certain point, you need your game to sell. That's all I'm going to say. At a certain point, you want your game to sell. And if your focus is, I can't change my region, so we're going to go play the game, but I can't change my region. So I'm just letting y'all know I can't. I tried, but I can't. So I'm in a European region. I'm not in the United States region. I tried to change it back to United States or to America, and they won't let me change it. So I'm going to try to get into a match. I don't know what's wrong with that. I haven't been on this game for months, so I don't know. But we're going to see if we can get in a match to give an answer to Pixelated Sriracha. So right now, I'm not getting into any match. It looks like it's stalled. So, we'll see.
The sad thing is, Jay, this is why I don't like service games.
You said what?
And I said this is exactly why I don't.
Yeah, I don't like online service games either, especially if you're slow. I mean that is the one thing I also don't like. I mean, I don't like the slowness of it. It's like we want you to be fast.
If you're gonna do this, you need to be on your.
That's why I don't like service games, because service games will always be slow to update. I don't want that. Bring the game out when it's done. If this game was supposed to be done in the next 4 years, I would have waited the next 4 years to play this. But having content trickle in, especially content I don't give two fucks about, get to the end of the story. That's how I feel right now. The end of the story is you add some PlayStation characters that people know. That's the end of the story. That's how this fucking story comes back from the grave.
The thing is, though, Jay, they could have had more characters at a time. Like having one character every what?
They're only doing that because it's a service game. So we know they can do it, but they're trickling them out because it's a service game, like you said. So you can't activate photo mode in multiplayer. But I am in a multiplayer game. There are no bots on this game, to my honest opinion. I don't think so. The only bots are in the arcade.
Hold on, when they did that whole demo thing, they were in multiplayer when they did photo mode. They said you can take.
No, they didn't, because I just did it, True Woody. I just went into arcade mode, which is against bots, and then I just went in multiplayer, which is against real people, and I clicked start, and there's no photo mode in this, but there was photo mode against the bots. So from my experience, right now,
what I'm saying,
you don't have
I'm
photo
not saying
mode.
You're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I didn't say you're wrong. I'm just saying what they showed.
Well, what they showed was a lie, and I remember what they showed, and they never confirmed out of their mouth compared to what they showed that the photo mode will be included in the multiplayer. So I already knew it wasn't going to be included. But they should have made it perfectly clear, because that's kind of an L too. But obviously, if you're doing photo mode, oh shit. If you're doing photo mode on multiplayer, that's stupid, because you know you're freezing time for yourself, but to get that picture, but you're gonna get fucked up. So it kind of makes sense that they don't have it. Let's see. Motherfucker, I just wrecked my vehicle already. It does make me a little irritated when I put my hopes and dreams into this game getting better. And I was there when everybody else said it was shit. And I put mad time into this game to get that platinum and everything. Met some nice people along the way. And I told them what they needed to do. If you want this game to be a success, you need to add some familiar faces. And they didn't do it. They added another fucking new character that nobody fucking knows or nobody wanted. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Are you trying to kill your own game? You know? If you wanted to have your own shit, you should have had a really, really good campaign and some more shit. It's like, service games are not where it's at, bro. What the fuck was that? It's something new? What the hell? Something happened to the side of my screen. That must be one of the new characters that did that shit. The game is still fun. It's still a beautiful game, but they really did need to do better. And service games was not gonna help this game. Look at Returnal. You could have made Returnal a service game, but you think people would have remembered it? No. You're not gonna have a lot of content in the beginning. That means there's not a lot of shit for reviewers to review. That means it's gonna be shit, and it's gonna get reviewed as such. You gotta do better, man. Service game's not where it's at. I hope PlayStation never does another service game ever again. And if they do it, they better make sure it has content.
The only other service game that they're gonna do is
Last of Us.
Is guaranteed. It's obviously the last one.
Yeah. But the difference between that is it will have a service element, but it will have the core element, which is multiplayer. That right there is enough. This game has multiplayer, but it doesn't have enough in it. There's not enough map selection. I don't think you can even vote on a map. The maps are actually random.
They're doing also another service game. Remember when they with the Bungie team?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just hope it's not like this where it's just don't got no content in it, and it takes forever to have content. The game launched in the beginning of this year. It came out in the beginning of this year. It's coming. What the fuck? That's a new ability from that motherfucker. I don't like that shit. I am noticing either the new player has new abilities or there's new abilities on here.
I believe that new multiplayer is gonna be a shooter anyway.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know if it's gonna be first person or third person. It's gonna be a shooter.
I'm just disappointed, man. Cause not even if it's like, okay, you can't add these characters now. It's like, that's cool. I don't care about that. Let me give an accolade. Yeah, I know you can't add these the characters that I know are coming, but this should have been your first priority. You might want your game to stand out on its own, but it's not working, so you need a little help. Fortnite needed a little help to make even more people get into it, so they started contracting pop culture characters, rappers, anybody, fucking comic book, movies, like whatever it took. They was getting those characters on Fortnite so you could look in that direction. I'm not going to look in the direction of Destruction All-Stars because they have this unknown robot dude. Like, I'm not. He's an unknown robot dude. That's what he is. Sure. You know? You need more familiar faces. They know they need it. They're slow to do it, or they can't do it, or whatever their excuse is, but they need to get that shit done. And they need to do it before the end of the year. I know it's going to be ready by the end of the year. They need to push that shit up. Whoever that character or characters are, they need to push it up. Yeah, they got to push that motherfucker up. Motherfucking.
What?
PlayStation's good, though. But Destruction All-Stars need work. And even if it takes more professional PlayStation studios to come in and help them and get shit ready and get shit done and get shit out, do it. Call them in. I know you don't own Lucid. I know they're not even on your second party, but hey, you get that shit done, man. I'm out. It's time for me to go to work and make some money. Tomorrow I will be here. We won't have 11 o'clock stream because I'm going to get the vaccine. I'm going to keep up with you guys on Twitter, obviously on Discord. If you want to contact me on Discord to get your verification without paying the $3.50 paywall that I enacted to keep the PC trolls out of my fucking server, contact me on the PlayStation Network at JaytechTV 4K60. Also, you can contact me on Twitter or on Instagram. That would be JTV 4K60 on Instagram. On Twitter, it's JaytechTV 4K60 to get a verification to get in a Discord where I continue a lot of discussions, and we're still in a voice chat. So if you guys wanted to peek in on the voice chat and listen to me, Briggs, and Adam and True Witty talk, you guys can do that. Tomorrow we'll be doing a live stream anywhere between the hours of 2 and 5. I will narrow it down tomorrow. But I got to get the second dose of the vaccine and see how I feel. And then we got a normal weekend this weekend. Podcast will be done on Saturday. Sunday show will be done on Sunday at the normal times. Friday should be a normal morning stream. I don't really have any more predictions about shit that's going to happen, but I don't see PlayStation stopping. And like I said, they have things in place where it seems like they will be able to keep talking all the way up to June, which is pretty impressive. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.